Well, hi, hello, my dear students. Welcome to my video lecture class. Right up to now, I uploaded video lectures on the topic mechanical properties of solids. In this topic, I explained a lot of note points and applications. Please go through the previous lectures for better understanding. Today, I am going to start a new chapter, that is fluid dynamics. Fluid dynamics. So observe carefully, fluid dynamics. Before going to start this fluid dynamics, what is the definition of fluid dynamics? What is the definition of fluid dynamics? First of all, what is meant by fluid? Fluid. Liquids and gases are called fluids. Why liquids and gases are called fluids? Liquids and gases are easily flows. Liquids and gases are easily flows. That's why they are called. Otherwise, so they are called fluids. Liquids and gases are called fluids. Why liquids and gases are called fluids? Here liquids and gases are easily flows. That's why they are called fluids. So we know the fluid mean. Next, dynamics. Dynamics means motion. So dynamics, fluid means liquids and gases. Dynamics means motion. So fluid dynamics is nothing but fluid dynamics is branch of physics which deals to study the motion of fluids. Fluid dynamics is a branch of physics which deals study the motion of fluids. So that is nothing but fluid dynamics, which deals study the motion of fluids. So this is a meaning of fluid dynamics. To study the motion of fluids, this is called fluid dynamics. Next, this is about the meaning of fluid dynamics. Now we are entered into the chapter. So before going to start the chapter, I'll give major contents in this chapter. What are the major contents in this chapter? Major contents in this chapter. First one, rate of fluid flow. Next, types of fluid flow. Next, characteristics of ideal fluid. Next, incompressible fluid. Next, equation of continuity. equation of continuity. Next, critical velocity. Next, Bernoulli's theorem. Applications of Bernoulli's theorem. Applications of Bernoulli's theorem. Torricelli's theorem. Torricelli's theorem. Applications of Torricelli's theorem. So these are all we discussed in this lecture. So please observe carefully and watch the lecture till the end. Definitely you will get a clear idea about this chapter. The weightage of this chapter is a very important for the NEET and JEE. So this chapter plays a crucial role in competitive exams like a NEET and JEE. So please watch the lecture till the end. You will get a clear idea about this chapter. Now I start with rate of fluid flow. Rate of fluid flow. Rate of fluid flow. So mainly two types of rate of fluid flow. One is mass flow rate, another one is volume flow rate. So these two are important. So rate of fluid flow are two types. One is mass flow rate. Mass flow rate. Mass flow rate. Mass flow rate means mass by time. Mass of fluid by time is called mass flow rate. So we know that density is equal to mass by volume. So then mass is equal to density into volume. Mass is equal to density into volume. Mass means density into volume by time. Density into volume by time. So here mass means density into volume by time. So here we write volume is written as area into length by time. Okay. So here mass M is equal to density is indicated with rho. Volume is indicated with V. Okay, and again volume is equal to area into length. So volume is indicated with V, area is indicated with A into L. So right here volume is A into L. Then finally we got rho into A into L by T. So here density into area into length by time means velocity. So that means mass flow rate is nothing but rho AV. So mass flow rate is equal to rho AV. Rho means density of a fluid, A means area of cross section, and V means velocity. Here V means velocity. So mass flow rate is equal to density into area into velocity. C is called mass flow rate. Next, second one is volume flow rate. Volume flow rate. Volume flow rate. So next one is volume flow rate. So observe carefully. Second one is volume flow rate. So volume flow rate is equal to volume by time. Volume by time. So we know that volume is nothing but area into length. Time is a T here. Area into length by time we write. So then what we got? Area into velocity. So volume flow rate. Volume flow rate. So volume flow rate we got area into velocity. Mass flow rate means density into area into velocity. Volume flow rate means area into velocity. So this is a volume flow rate. Next, well, to continuing my lecture on fluid dynamics, now I am going to discuss the most important topic in this chapter, fluid dynamics, that is types of fluid flow. Types of fluid flow. So mainly we had three types of fluid flow. One is a streamline or steady flow. Second one is laminar flow. Third one is turbulent flow. Okay, first streamline flow. So how can we define this streamline flow? So majorly the velocity of fluid flow is constant throughout motion. The velocity of fluid flow is constant throughout the motion, then that flow is called streamline flow. Next, second point is the particles of a fluid, passing through same point and flows in a same line. Flows in a same line. Next, the particles of a fluid flows in a lines. Those lines are never intersect each other. So if any fluid flow we consider these three conditions is satisfies, definitely then that flow is called streamline flow. This is very, very important. So one is fluid velocity is constant. Second one is all fluid particles are passing to the same point and flows in a same line. Third point is the fluid particles flows in a lines. Those lines never intersect each other. That flow is called streamline flow. Next, second one is laminar flow. Second one is laminar flow. So here laminar flow is the flow is smooth flow. The flow is smooth flow. The fluid particles or slides one over other. Fluid particles or slides one over other, then that flow is called laminar flow. Okay, so next, third one is turbulent flow. turbulent flow. Random movement or zigzag movement of fluid particles. Random movement or zigzag movement of fluid particles, then that flow is called turbulent flow. Turbulent flow. So this is very important point. Here velocity of fluid flow is not constant. Velocity of fluid flow is not constant. Okay, and fluid particles passing through different points in different direction. So fluid particle passing through different points in different direction. So this is about types of fluid flow. Next, we are going to discuss equation of continuity. Well, to continuing my lecture on fluid dynamics, let's begin a topic. Equation of continuity. Right. Let us consider incompressible fluid. Let us consider incompressible fluid which is passing through pipe or tube. Let us consider incompressible fluid which is passing through pipe or a tube. The mass flow rate of fluid entering into the pipe is equal to mass flow rate of fluid leaving from the pipe. Mass flow rate of the fluid leaving from the pipe. So now let us consider this is a pipe. Here the fluid is passing through this pipe like this. So here area is A1, velocity is V1. Here area is A2 and velocity is V2. Okay, density of liquid is rho. Density of liquid is rho. Okay, so mass flow rate of fluid entering into the pipe is equal to mass flow rate of fluid leaving from the pipe. Leaving from the pipe. So here mass is m1 and time is t1. Here mass is m2, time is t2. Okay, so that means m1 by t1 is equal to m2 by t2. m2 by t2. We know that density is equal to mass by volume. So density is indicated with rho, mass is indicated with m, volume is indicated with v. Mass is equal to definitely density into volume. Density into volume. Then volume is equal to area into length. That means area is indicated with A, length is indicated with L, volume is indicated with E. And again, velocity is indicated with V is equal to L by T. L by T. So these are the major node points required to solve this. Okay, required to solve this. Okay, these are the major node points. So from this, m1 by t1 means mass means density into volume. Density into volume by t1. Density into volume by t2. Okay, here density into volume by t1. Here density rho1, rho2. This is the density of liquid is density of liquid or a fluid. Density of fluid is same here. Same here. Density of fluid is same. That means rho1 is equal to rho2. Rho1 is equal to rho2. Rho1 is equal to rho2 is equal to rho. So here rho1, rho2 going to be cancelled. Volume is indicated with A1 into L1 by T1 and V2 is indicated with A2 into L2 by T2. Okay. So here A1 into L1 by T1 means velocity V1. A2 into L2 by T2 means velocity V2. Velocity V2. So this is very, very important. So this equation is called equation of continuity. A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. So from this A into V is equal to constant. A into V is equal to constant. V is inversely proportional to area. Then V is inversely proportional to R square. V is inversely proportional to R square. So this is a whole thing about the equation of continuity. So next, this very small topic that is very important to characteristics of ideal fluid. Characteristics of ideal fluid. Characteristics of ideal fluid. Right. Characteristics of ideal fluid. One, viscosity of ideal fluid is 0. Generally, ideal fluids are not possible. That means practically ideal fluids are not possible. So in theoretical only we discuss this ideal fluids. Viscosity of ideal fluid is 0. Next, fluid flow is streamline flow. Fluid flow is streamline flow. Fluid is incompressible fluid. That means density of fluid is constant. Whether it passes through any cross section. So whenever the fluid satisfies these three conditions, definitely that fluid is called ideal fluid. Okay, so this is very important. These are the characteristics of ideal fluid. Okay, so this is about today's session. I hope you are all understood this lecture. While watching this lecture, if you will get any doubt, feel free to mention in comment box. Thank you for watching my lectures. Thank you for encouraging me. Thank you so much.